Okay, so this is my first video back and doing all this stuff. I'm not currently at my painting area. My painting area is right there. I'm currently in front of my desktop because I want to talk about some stuff that I bought earlier this week. So earlier this week, I was out hanging out with a friend playing some Infinity at my local game store, and it's like, I kind of want to get back in 40k because my friend was talking about his Necron army and how he has Necron figures. He wanted to get back into 40k last year, but I kind of fizzled out and didn't. But then I was looking at the new Battle Forces boxes, and I was like, fuck it. I'll try to get back into 40k. And I bought this. The Cthulhian Prospect, whatever it's called, Leagues of Votann Battle Force book. I don't 100% think this is a good value. Like, I don't know how to describe it. And this is coming from someone who grew up with 40k and Age of Sigmar being a bit cheaper, but this is also better than what I could have expected for the price of things right now. I spent about $270, I believe, after taxes. This was $250 before taxes to get this box, which contains pair of Earth Shakers, 10 Berserkers, a Defender, which can also be a carrier, and Brock here, Iron Master, and his assistant, and some drones. Like, this looks cool. Like, this really looks cool, and I can't wait to build it. I also got the Codex, because, back when I wanted to get into Leagues of Votann, they didn't have the Codex back in, I think, 8th, ninth edition. I don't remember exactly when they came out. And then when 10th edition came out, Votann didn't have a Codex either. They only had an index, I believe. But yeah, I finally got it. I finally got the Leagues of Votann stuff. And here's the part I don't know if getting the Battle Force box is really worth it. You would think, okay, I'm getting the Battle Force box. I want to jump straight into a game. I want to go straight to playing. And you open up the Army Forge app. You open up the Warhammer 40k Army Forge app. You go and you see, oh, I have to pay a subscription to have more than one list. So whatever, you go in for free, you input your book's code to get your free book, and you create your list. You create your Battle Force list that you have for the box that you bought so you can see how many points it's worth. It's not even worth 1,000 points. I know I'm holding up the tablet, I'm going to be showing it on screen, but it's not even worth 1,000 points. And here's a problem I have with 10th edition. I didn't play 8th edition that much, I didn't play 9th edition. But here's the problem I have with 10th edition and how they simplified the force points a lot. Before you would have your unit points, you would have every single war gear upgrade and whatever having its own separate point value. So you could start with like one unit being 75 points, and then suddenly it's 150 because you upgraded its war gear, you upgraded its upgrades, you gave it like an artifact or something. But no, now it's all based on, I don't really know. Like, for example, the Brockier Iron Master, who has Iron Master, the Ironkin assistant, and 3 ecogs, so you've got 5 units in that one unit, 5 figures at one unit. It's 75 points, which, okay, cool. It's 75 points. That's like, now I'm in a fifth of my 1,000, but whatever. 75 points. You go in and you're like, okay, I want to enhance it. I want to raise that point value a bit. So you go enhancements, and okay, cool. Enhancements do have point values now. So you go get some of those. You go to war gear options. They're all selected. They're all preset. Like, I know I'm rambling and complaining about a non-existent problem in current Warhammer 40k, but to me it feels weird going on about the wrong thing. But no, instead you go in, and this box doesn't have a battle line. As far as I can tell, it doesn't have a battle line. Every single detachment I looked at, which detachments are weird since last time I played 7th, 8th edition, where your army was made up of detachments, but now 10th edition, your army is the detachment. It seems like the Hearthkin warriors are the main battle line. But yeah, if you want to swap out their war gears, all their war gears are worth the same amount of points. If you want to swap out, like if you want to give one dude a power fist instead of a hammer, no change in point value. That's my only complaint, and which then makes list building both more simple, but also it makes it a bit more cheap, if you get what I mean. Because I paid almost $300 for this box. This box is only about 570 points, I believe, if we go with the base layout of the box. If we go with the 10 Cthulhian Berserkers, the 2 Cthulhian Earthshakers. Maybe it's 600. I have to double check that. But this box is about 570, 600 points if you go with the base layout of the box. It's a little bit cheaper if you decide to go with the Defender instead of the Carrier. So, yeah, I wanted this video to be short. It's just me rambling about this box. Because I am not feeling that well right now. But yeah, this box was $300, and it's not even the full army. I'm gonna have to probably get myself a what are they called now? They're not start collecting boxes anymore. They are the combat patrols. That's the term they're using now. I'm gonna have to probably get myself a combat patrol box to go along with this box to get to 1,000 points, which I don't even think people are playing competitively or even casually at 1,000 points. I think my local game store has competitions at 3,000 points. So at that point, I'm having to spend God knows how much I'm going to spend just to get to 3,000 points when I don't want to get too into 40k again. I used to love 40k. I used to have an Adeptus Mechanicus army. I used to have an Astra Militarum army. I used to have a Tau army. I used to have a Space Marine army. I even helped my older brother build up his own Chaos Space Marine army. Blood for the Blood God and Khorne and everything. And like I don't know. I just wanted to get a simple army together so I can play against my friend at 1,000 points. That's basically all. That's all this video is. Me just complaining about spending 270 bucks on this box and an additional $60 on this book, which that's another thing I could get into. This book is $60, and I spent the $60 on this book. I bought the rule book for I believe $60, $80 last year, and I bought the Space Marine Codex, the supplementary for Dark Angels for like $60 each. Like the pricing of these books is stupid. Like this book is not even 200 pages long, and it's $60 compared to the Space Marine Codex, which is I believe bigger than this, is also $60. So the pricing is weird. So I don't know. That's basically all I wanted to do in this video, just complain about this, which it's a non-complaint to be honest. I have a love-hate with Warhammer 40k. I have a love-hate with Games Workshop in general because of the pricing of everything. I'm gonna build those dudes. I'm gonna build them, I'm gonna paint them probably on stream. Probably one at a time because I actually want to take my time, work on them, because I'm not gonna be building like a 500-piece army again. I'm not going to be building a giant army just to get into a basic game. I'm just going to build this box for now. I'm going to probably start with... if I start with the Defender or the Carrier, I could probably airbrush most of it. But I will have to leave the driver off of the vehicle while I paint it so I can get all the details in there. Thank you all for watching. Have a good day. I have other videos planned. I have just been going through a funk lately, and YouTube doesn't really like it when you talk about. Have a good day.